Hello, folks, fans, and freaks. Welcome to our very latest Halifax and video edition of the Jerk Off Hour. I'm your host, Dr.Jay Cole. Let's waste some fucking time, sons. This show is brought to you by wickedbad.net, home of the illest and the DFL 613. Don't forget to pick up your membership cards. Clicking on the store link at the top of my page, listen.to/the Jerk Off Hour for the short link, or you can click on my emceeing stage name, Into It, from wickedbad.net. You know what? I still have a huge box of these cards sitting here, and we need more members. Next 25 people to email me their name and address will have a free membership card mailed to them within the month. Do it, sons. Dr.jcole@gmail.com. I'll hand you your card right here. Every guest gets one of these. You can read that while I keep reading the motherfucking whatever the fuck I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about a union, so to speak, and their title comes from the old saying, fucking the dog. So for someone who is wasting their time goofing around, or I don't know, the dog fuckers local 613 is for the working man too, the guy who needs a goddamn break, or the goof who's already on break and has just gotten caught by his boss for slacking. This membership entitles you to a lifetime of sitting around doing absolutely nothing. You pull out that card and blam! They either leave you alone or they're dealing with your union rep and his lawyers. So come get one. Sponsoring podcasts are all the way from the T-Dot. It's Big Specials House, hosted by my good friend and fam, Special K, Scotia represent. Mixcloud.com/Big Specials House for the best Canadian hip-hop in the podcast world. In Montreal, be sure to listen to Construct Dubstep, another member of the Wicked Bad Collective. You can find him on wickedbad.net or j'aimelledubstep.com. My good friends over at the Ultrasound Collective, you can check out their roster of musicians and all their mixes. www.ultrasoundcollective.ca. Last but not least, riftriders.net. For all you crazy gamers out there, you know who you are, Mike Cowie on Skyrim. This is a hilarious podcast made just for you gamers and techies alike. It's good shit. Get on it. It is currently January 25th, sometime at night. We are speaking with Kyla Nicolle, who is a model here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And my first question is, how did you get to be so goddamn beautiful? Is that like spray on from Walmart? Just go in there, hi, I want to be a model. And they're like, right this way, madam. And they take you into the corner and fucking pop a couple pills, drink this mixture, and then you come out just like, woo. No gym, no makeup, no hairstylist.
It just kind of happened, I guess, because all through when I was a kid, I was really, really funny looking. Growing up, I had buck teeth and these big, big eyes, and you just see these big teeth and these big eyes looking up at you. And then eventually I just grew up, and then I guess somewhere in between it just stopped from being, like, made fun of for being weird and alien looking to being like, oh, you're so pretty.
Isn't that the way it always happens, man? The ugly kids are the beautiful ones later. And it's good in that regards because it's humbling. I was an ugly motherfucker too growing up my whole life. And I don't know, I looked like a little Who kid. I looked like a Who from fucking Dr. Seuss. I was like this little thing and my ears fucking stuck out like this my whole life, like a little monkey Who. Like, oh. And I wish I had a picture of me right now. I would show it to everybody, but they're all at my mom's house.
Yeah, I have some online. There's some like hidden away on Facebook somewhere, but I don't know. I also, growing up, I had like hair this short all over my head. This is actually the longest my hair has been since I was like in grade 2 or 3.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Nice. And it's taken you since grade 3 to get there?
Well, no. I've definitely been like cutting it lots. I love having short hair.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I've had my hair, it was roughly about where yours is. Well, about shoulder length when I was younger. And then I went and had, my cousin came over. She'd been living in Toronto and she'd been doing cornrows. And I was like into like gangster shit and stupid gangster shit with my pants hanging down low and everything. And I was like, I want cornrows. And she's like, all right. And then my hair is just way too fine.
Yeah.
Thin and silky smooth. And she's like, it's not sticking. They won't stay. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I bleached the fuck out of my hair. I bleached it for like an hour. I left the bleach in. God. And when I took it out, it was like, I don't know. It was like the shit that's on corn.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling, that texture, you know what I mean?
Barbie hair
when it gets wet. Yeah.
Yeah, just like...
it was like... Yeah. And when it got wet, it just matted like this, just like stuck. And so she's like, well, what are you going to do? I was like, I know, braids. So I ended up getting like fucking 60 braids on each side. So like a row of 30, a row of 30, and then 2 more rows of 30. And holy fuck, did that ever hurt, man?
Yeah,
and I was
definitely. Hair stuff like that, like even like weave-in extensions and stuff, like sewn-in extensions or anything, that stuff hurts.
No, I'm never doing anything with my hair again. Like, that's what wigs are for.
Yes, exactly. I love wigs.
Wigs are cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to get a collection of wigs started pretty soon.
Like nice wigs?
Yeah.
Like the cool ones?
Really awesome ones. I think the first one I'm going to get is like Uma Thurman Pulp Fiction style, like the bob with the straight across bangs.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because you know that do is like impossible to do on like real people hair. And so many real people are like, how come it won't stay?
Yeah.
And like every time they throw their hair, it'll never be that perfect like every time.
No, definitely not. And my hair actually could probably pull it off. It's pretty thick. But it just, one thing about that hairstyle is you can't ever change it. There's not really any other style you can do to it. Just like have that or like a really small ponytail.
Yeah.
Not too many options.
Getting back to the script. How... Like, what made you start getting into modeling? When did it happen? What happened? You just, like, why?
It wasn't really something that I was always like, oh, I'm going to be a model someday. It was just, when I was in junior high, actually my friend took a modeling course at the Cassidy Group, which is a local modeling agency here in Halifax. And... she was like, Kyla, you have to come do this with me because I don't want to go by myself and I won't know anyone and whatever. So I went and I did it and it was a lot of fun, but I never really thought much of it. It was just like a thing we did together.
Right.
But I did actually learn a lot. The Cassidy Group is a great, great talent agency. I don't think they do modeling anymore. I think it's only for acting now.
Okay.
But learned a lot, definitely.
The Cassidy Group.
The Cassidy Group.
Okay.
Yeah. But they... Then I just continued on, and then actually a good friend of mine, Stu Metz, he started getting into photography, and one day I just contacted him. I was like, hey, Stu, let's do a photo shoot. Like, this would be fun, or whatever. And I just, like, went and did it, and it turned out awesome. And with his help, like, Stu's been the biggest help to me out of anyone, pretty much, because he got my foot in the door and introduced me to everyone, and he has his great home base at Aperture Studios, which is owned by Brian Larder and Karen Murdoch.
Okay.
And we just get studio time and get to make some magic, and it just built up more and more. When I first started, I was only 17, so in Halifax, a lot of photographers won't shoot with you until you're 18 years old and can sign your own model release.
Right.
So... that was a little bit of a struggle, but once I turned 18, then I got more people.
It gave you time to like practice ahead of time and be ready for like the bright lights and the cameras and
exactly.
shit.
I got lots and lots of experience, and then got to go on and work with more different photographers, really awesome ones. And now I'm just getting lots and lots more shoots, starting to get some more like paid gigs and stuff, which is really cool because when you first start out, you don't get any. So it's pretty cool, but yeah, pretty much start out there.
Yeah. Hey, I see them online all the time, gigs around. Fuck, I'll throw you a few if I see them.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's up. What the fuck do I know about modeling? Like, it's up to you to decide, like,
totally.
That's a scam, Jay. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, there are lots of scams around, too. It's something you definitely have to be careful with, but I've been
paid up front.
Yeah. Well, I've been like really lucky that I've had Stu and Brian and Brent McCombs and just other really great people in the industry who have taught me a lot. And going into this at such a young age, you have to be really, really careful. But I've just been so lucky to have this great like family of people around me to kind of watch over me and help me do
a guiding hand, a guiding light, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the Halifax modeling industry. You can ask any model or any photographer, really. Most of the people in the community are just great great people, and we want to help each other succeed. There's no competition or anything. We're all just in it for each other, and we love to see the industry succeed.
It's almost a small enough industry probably in Halifax that everybody's is a little closer knit and can stay connected that way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have like
a little more cutthroat in the bigger cities.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just not the community there is so much bigger. I'm sure they have smaller little communities within the communities there that are like that, but here it's great because everyone pretty much knows everyone.
Right. That's the good old maritime way. And you know what? That's what keeps everybody close too, is that, you know, you can't just like, I know in the big cities you can just delete people from your fucking life. Yeah. And you're like, I'll never talk to that person ever again. Like, I hate you and I'm never talking to you again. Get out of my life. And then you like run down the street, you cry in the corner. And then, not you, no. Me. Yeah. And here it's like, you don't have a fucking choice, man. Like, you're going to see that person at least twice a week. Definitely. It doesn't matter who they are, man. There's not that many people here. So, like, you got to, like, stick together. We got to, like, okay, we got to handle our shit and get along. And I think that's kind of what makes us the coolest people on earth, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, there's your past.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
Right now, I kind of have a lot on my table, actually. Not just with modeling. I'm actually, my boyfriend and I are more so him. Him and his friends have a new kind of collective group called Bass Bias. They actually have their own radio show on CKDU.
Bass Bias.
Bass Bias.
So they're biased to bass.
Yeah, exactly.
I should be taking notes here.
88.1 FM every Sunday, 9 to 12, I think they play. But they're kind of starting out that thing. They had their first show at Gus's Pub pretty recently, in December. And my boyfriend and I are actually throwing a show together as it's a benefit for my grandmother. My grandmother recently has fallen ill.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. But so she's out of work, and my mom has had to take time off work to care for her. Mm-hmm. So my family's kind of tight on money right now. I figured the best way to raise money with all of my friends is throw a party. So we have an 18-plus party coming up at Rockopolis Rehearsal Studios.
Rockopolis?
Yeah.
Is there a flyer made or anything like that?
There's not a flyer made. There's an event on Facebook. It's called a Bass Bias Benefit and Birthday Bash.
Okay.
And because it's also it's on my boyfriend's birthday. He's turning 24.
Whoa.
Doc Brown. And we actually have 2 rooms, 9 DJs, $6 to get in, 18 plus. It's going to be a pretty good time. And all proceeds go to my family personally.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Well, that's the reason why you're doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I figured that would be the easiest way to kind of raise money, pitch in a bit more of a hand than I can just working full time. But, and then other than that, I've just been doing random modeling jobs. I actually have a few, like, film projects starting on the go, too, because I want to try and branch out into some acting and stuff as well. I brought this. I did this recently. This is the Ballsy calendar. Thomas Cantley, who owns the Ballsy Cancer Society, or started it. He's right. Where is he? Right there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh.
Bring up that camera.
Yeah.
We can see it on this one here. This little guy right here.
This little one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, look, and he's holding a basketball over his balls.
Over his balls, yes. And also, right here in the back, it says, "Let's talk testes," and tells you how to check your balls for cancer.
All right.
But it's raising money.
We'll post that on the website.
Yeah, it's raising money for cancer, for like this Cancer Society Ballsy. But I have them for sale. They're $20 each. The year's already started, but like, there's me.
Oh, hey, don't give it all away. Don't give it all away.
I won't give the rest away. But other great girls, all from Halifax, all local girls, are all beautiful, and it's for yet another good cause.
Excellent.
Which is what I'm super into. I love doing charity stuff.
That's excellent.
And just getting my name out there, because that's basically where I'm at right now.
I think like charities are a really good way to propel your career.
Definitely.
Give you that catapult.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's something that you feel good about doing, and you're helping others, but it's still like getting your name out there, and it's just helping everyone in such a positive way.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with helping people and helping yourself.
Yeah.
Like, who's that guy? Tom Cruise. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you.
Oh, there you
By
go.
helping you, you're helping me.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, so that's my present. I think that's about it. Wait, I can check.
Look at this, organized.
I know.
Wow,
Really,
you've got a schedule.
I'm really
People usually just lie about that. Like, let me check my schedule. That's the fucking lie in the business.
I totally forgot something else huge. I'm being published internationally for the first time in May of this year. Actually, I don't know if you know who Dave Sim is. Have you ever heard of Dave Sim?
Negative.
He is a Canadian comic book author and illustrator. Actually, he has like the biggest self-published comic book in the world, like ever.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Self-published. That sounds interesting.
It's really, really cool. That specific comic is Cerebus, if you've ever heard of Cerebus.
No.
It's just that comic. But he also has another comic that he started called Glamourpuss. And it's kind of like a fashion-y comic book where like on the covers and like all through it he redraws pictures of models and he like makes his own drawing, and I'm actually on the cover of the May issue.
There we go.
I'm his first actual live model for it. He always just took girls out of magazines and stuff, but this specific photo shoot I did was for him.
Specifically for what?
For this cover thing. So
are you on the inside of the book too, somewhere?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. I've only seen the cover.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm inside at all, but I've seen the cover and it looks pretty great. I'm pretty excited about it.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of comic books.
Yeah, I love comic books. So the fact that that's the first thing I'm being published in is just awesome. Like, so good. And the cover, too. So it's just like, oh.
It's a good feeling to get published everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, not just like a locally kind of thing.
Yeah, no, international.
Like
and that's like, I don't know, it could be awesome. He has... But honestly, before he came to Halifax for his last comic book signing, and there was a huge turnout. And how I actually got the gig was because Stu was his photographer for the entire event, and they got to talking, and that he mentioned me, and he just called me one day. He's like, Dave Sim wants to do a photo shoot with you. And we did it, and there's actually like a... if you look online, there's a little video that like me and him put together for. It's an advertisement for Glamourpuss. So that's on YouTube.
Video for Glamourpuss?
Yeah, it's Glamourpuss.
Can we play it on my show, do you think?
Yeah, you can totally do it. You can probably find it right now.
I'm going to splice it in after, but yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We're going to play it.
Do it.
Here it comes. And we're back. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hollywood is so fake. We're not even in Hollywood. That's how fake it is. Shit.
Oh. Yeah, but no, it's cool. So yeah, that was just super exciting. Comic books are awesome. And it was really a good experience. Totally.
Nice. I once had X-Men #2.
Oh, really?
#2.
That's awesome.
Back when I was a little kid who didn't know any fucking better about what the fuck a number meant on a comic. And I was like, seems like I'm missing like the first part of the story for some fucking reason. And I remember reading it and then reading all the other ones. And my dad's cousin basically had given me, I don't know, he was like a bit of like a hoarder kind of guy, and went into this room and he had like a whole room just fucking comic books piled up everywhere. And I was just kind of like flipped through, picked out a bunch of them that I wanted, and he's like, yeah, take whatever you want.
That's awesome.
So he didn't know what he had either. So.
I'd love that. I kind of prefer like manga though. My boyfriend that I'm dating now totally got me on the manga streak, and
the quality is a little bit better than those old comics from the 70s
man,
and 60s.
it's just so great. Like, it's just Japanese culture, just some of the things, like some of the way things are, and it is just so awesome. Like, their storytelling is just awesome.
I used to watch Manga Corpse. Manga Corpse. Not corpse like a dead body, corpse like core, like military kind of thing. Manga Core, it's a they make movies and shit. If you look that up, it's like a really good label that makes really good like animes.
Cool.
Really good.
Awesome. I'll have to check that out. I probably have seen some. I'm not like, I can't call myself like a nerd about it yet because I'm still just getting in there, but I've seen quite a few different series and stuff.
I'm not a nerd about it, but I have friends who are, and they had explained it to me that this was like the absolute fucking best that there is. And I was like, okay, I'll take your word on it. Seeing that you're wearing like a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt and you know, we're like 25, 26 years old. So, yeah. I am just going to pause the show for a second here. Something will stop. It's a new technology that I'm using here. It's not always awesome.
Technical difficulties. It seems to be what happens whenever I don't know. I had a photo shoot on Monday, and it's just like the camera decided to not work a whole bunch while I was there. And it was working fine for the girl before me, but then I get there and it's just like, nope. No pictures for you. You eventually got some though.
Alright, and we're back after some technical difficulties. Anytime we're dealing with technology, crashing around us, fuck, we rely on this shit way too much, man.
Definitely.
Holy fuck. I know what we're gonna do when the robots take over. When the singularity happens.
Go away and cry in a hole.
Mm-hmm. In the forest somewhere, at least.
Yeah. Tot tot.
Yeah, see you later.
I want to figure out a way to live under the sea.
Oh.
Under the ocean.
Under the ocean. I want to live on above the clouds, actually. That would be cool, too.
Yes, space.
What was that movie, that cartoon that I saw with the floating castle?
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Or no, Howl's Moving Castle is different. Castle in the Sky. It's the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Castle in the Sky. That's a good movie.
I know all about movies.
Yeah, Miyazaki.
So, future goals. Future, what's happening? What do you want to aspire to? What are you going to try and, to goal? What's the plan, Stan?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Like, I went into modeling kind of not really thinking anything of it. I wasn't like, okay, this is going to be my career and I'm going to do this and join an agency and make it big and be famous and yeah. No, I was not like that at all. I was just like, I'm going to do this for fun. I really like it, whatever. But since I started, I've gotten just such good feedback that basically my goal is for this year, I need to get fit, like a little bit more toned because I am a little bit flabby. I'm not saying that I need to lose weight or that I'm too like fat or that I'm too skinny. I like my body. I love my body. I just know that to be considered by an agency, I need to get a bit more toned. And I'd like to. I'd like to get a bit more healthy. I'm quitting smoking. I'm doing a bunch of good things. I'm just going to get more healthy and get myself out there and try and apply to a bunch of different agencies.
There's nothing wrong with taking care of your body and being healthy and shit.
Exactly.
I mean, it's your fucking temple that your spirit lives in.
Yeah.
So, shit, I work out every 2 days.
Yeah.
Although I've been taking a little break since Christmas. I slacked a little bit.
I think we all have.
Yeah. I think I haven't worked out since Christmas, actually. But, no. I do, like, rigorous workouts. Like, I'll work out till I puke. I've done that several times now, yeah. Like, I just go crazy. Yeah. Smoke a big fucking doob and just go crazy. But the other day I was just doing some chin-ups on the chin-up bar, and I think I pulled a rotator cuff.
Oh, no.
Something's going on in there. I'm going to have to go to the doctor.
It's
all like...
Yeah. I was wanting to get back into swimming. I used to swim a lot when I was a kid, and I think swimming would be a good way to just, it's fun, plus I hula hoop, like, I do my hula hooping, I do a bit of fire hooping and everything.
You were going to say I hula hoop like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you were going to say
it. Like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Soundbite.
So yeah, that's also, like, super good for you. It's 100 calories in 10 minutes, hula hooping. So between that, like, I'll definitely be able to keep it up. But yeah, just get myself out to some agencies, try and get my name out there outside of Halifax, because Halifax is a great city, but has no opportunities for young people, especially in the position that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to get myself out there, and by the end of the year, if that doesn't happen, by then once I'm around 20 years old, I'll probably be a bit too old to really start to get super, like, internationally famous. Like, I'm cutting it pretty close at the age I am. I'd start to be considered old by the time I was, like, 21, 22 in the modeling industry. So do that. If it doesn't work out, that's cool. If it does, that's also cool. But I'm also not going to, like, change who I am or what I want to do for that either. If I end up doing that, I'll see where that takes me, do that for a few years. But I still do really want to, I plan on becoming a makeup artist and specializing in special effects. So, like, blood, gore, guts, all, like, film, TV stuff. Like, cool stuff like that. And I think it'll be able to keep me in the industry a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether definitely. I make it as a model or not, and I'll still always be able to be a part of that.
I think the two might just kind of work hand in hand, leading you on different adventures everywhere.
Exactly.
You'll be able to do many different things.
Yeah. So they totally feed into each other, so that's the plan. That's about it. At first, all I really have to do is get my high school, because I dropped out of high school, so...
Like every good model should.
Yes, yeah.
Other than modeling, what are you into? What are their hobbies? Obviously, you talked about comic books.
Yeah,
blood.
Comic books, blood, guts, makeup. I love just, like, doing makeup, dressing up. I love dancing. I'm in promotions. Like, I've been working for Bedlam Entertainment since I was, like, 15 years old, 14 years old. No, 15. So I've always been, like, really into the music scene.
Right.
Though I'm not, like, a DJ myself, and I don't really play an instrument at all, or sing, or do anything like that. I've always just had myself in that sort of scene. Music is a really big part of my life. So I'm always out and around trying to check out what shows I can. I'm only 18, so I can't exactly go out to all the shows, but I still try and get in there as much as possible. But other modeling, video games, comic books, hula hooping, that's about it.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah. I love to sleep.
You love to sleep.
Too much stuff cuts into my sleep time.
You know what? When I was younger, man, like, I swore to everybody, sleep is one of my most favorite extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
But I got to the age of 30, and I said, what the fuck? I've just slept like 10 fucking years away, man. Like, I've been like so like thinking sleep is so fucking cool, but like then I'm like, that's like a lot of time that like I could be doing shit or like enjoying life or partying or something, doing something, creating or watching, being entertained, being part of life and everything. So I don't know.
I like sleep. It's good. My dreams are some of my biggest inspirations.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So I don't know. Sleep's good. It's good to have lots of sleep.
It is. Healthy. I like sleeping. But I also like doing
living
stuff
and doing stuff, being productive.
Yeah. You know what? This video just crashed again over here.
Really?
Yeah. So we've still got you, and we've still got us over on that one. But strangely enough,
the light's not on this one anymore.
Yeah. Your free disk space is under the specified limit. What free disk space are you talking about? Free disk space. And we're back after more technical difficulties. I said that wrong on purpose. I would throw in a commercial here, but it's getting fucking late, and I still have to do something. Before we go into my favorite part of the show, we're going to do something new and different, and we're going to call up a good friend of mine. I'm just going to copy and paste this number over to the free Google phone. Anyone who ever wants to make a call anywhere in Canada or the United States, it's 100% free. You can call anytime. Just punch that number in your Gmail.
That's cool.
And then it comes up and it rings. And it rings right through eventually. I hope he's home. I told him I'd call him at like 7:30. I think that's why. That's why we're having difficulties here. Time.
Hi, and thank you for calling the Broken Coast Media Group. You've reached a confidential voicemail box of Adam Gould, also with East Coast Music Week 2012 in Moncton. I'm sorry I couldn't take your call, but leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bonjour, vous avez rejoint la boîte vocale de Adam Gould. S'il vous plaît, me laissez un message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished your recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options. To leave a callback number that you can be reached at, press 1.
Hello, sir. This is Dr.Jay Cole over at the Jerk Off Hour calling you, and you're not home or not answering my California phone number. We're sitting here with the lovely Kyla Nicolle, wishing we could talk to you, sir. So, I know I said I would call you at 7:30, and it's now 7:51. It's probably my fault. You probably turn your phone off after a certain time or some shit. But anyways, we will try you again on the next episode. Peace out, man. Did you want to say something to Adam?
Hello. Goodbye. Sorry I couldn't chat.
You're missing out, son. You're missing out. We're going to do some cosmic calls, too, someday. That's where we just, like, call different places and, yeah.
No, I saw that episode with the cosmic bowling, the cosmic cab, and the cosmic pizza. I used to work at Tony's Pizza, so I can only imagine, like, if you actually called them and asked them for something cosmic, they would have been like, what?
Every phone call now that comes out of this house, I'm like, ask if it's cosmic. Ask if it's... Des the other day, I don't know who the fuck she was talking to. She's like, no. And at the end, I'm like, come on. She goes, all right, what was it? Oh, cosmic sushi or something. Do you have cosmic rolls? Cosmic roll? And then the girl didn't understand her.
Yeah.
And thought she was saying something else. And she's like, no, cosmic rolls. She's like, cosmic rolls. Oh, it's not even funny anymore. She's not even getting, it's like, oh, she's just misunderstanding every word. So it didn't turn out to be like a funny thing. I had an email somewhere. Where is it? We had an email come into the show from a guy named Kyle Gillen. And Kyle writes to us, he says, it would be cool if you could wear Hunter S. Thompson glasses, but keep it Canadian. You know, like, as if everyone just has a fucking pair of, like, Hunter S. Thompson glasses just lying around, right? And, like, I don't know what better way to keep it Canadian other than to...
I kind of do.
wear a Canadian flag as a tie.
I kind of have those glasses.
Oh, there we go. We can both wear Hunter S. Thompson glasses.
Mine are just reflective because I'm mysterious.
I like that better. But you know what? I can wear these indoors and I know where I'm going. We're just going to like bump into walls. And
I'm just like Corey Hart. I like to wear my sunglasses at night.
At night. Well, next segment. We've skipped over a bunch of shit. We've had technical difficulties. Adam's not home. Sunglasses are on. It's kind of weird looking through these, but we'll go with it. The news. This is my favorite part.
Yes.
The news.
Woo.
And so we click on this shit here and we read it and talk about it.
Right.
When the show comes on, I throw this shit up on the screen as well.
Very nice.
So the Huffington Post is one of my favorite news rags to read online. And they've just started something called The Good News. The Good News at Huffington Post. And so whenever you come here, you can go to HuffPost Good News. And it's just all the fucking good news of the day and the week and the month and everything. So like look, the best man may donate kidney to best friend's bride.
Oh, that's cool.
What rivalry? German Shepherd adopts white tiger cubs. Photos, the awe-inspiring wonder of the Northern Lights. I have smoked some Northern Lights weed. It is fucking bomb, son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Truth. That is so true.
And it looks just like that, too. And I never understood before. I was like, why do they call it Northern Lights? And then they're like, dude, see all the fucking color? Like the Northern Lights? I'm like, oh, dude, cool. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, you can go on here, read about all this good shit happening all over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome. We really,
People need to do that some more.
Yeah, that needs to happen. Every newspaper should have a good news column.
Yep. This has been, people are saying it's fake as fuck, but I don't know, because they're hearing it from all over the fucking globe.
The weird noise.
The weird noise. Have you heard about it?
Yes, I've heard about it. I'm terrified. I swear to God, if I hear that noise in Halifax, I'm going to piss my pants. Like, it's so terrifying.
My friends in Moncton heard it. It was on, like, they got their videos online and shit. And it's not exactly the same noise, but it's fucking close.
Oh,
it's
man, all of them are pretty, like, close. I saw some from, like, the Ukraine that were, like, super fucked up, though. Yeah. Like, they were terrifying.
Someone says they're just doing it, like a lot of people are like, it's a hoax, they're just doing it. And I'm like, what the fuck do these hunters in the woods have to do with hoaxing anyone? Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, there's a bunch of controversy over it because, like, they were saying it was drilling, and they released a video after all of these videos started coming up of people being like, oh, what's this noise? They released a video afterwards of these guys, like, drilling in the ground in this location. And they're like, oh, this is what it was on this certain day. But it's like people have heard it in different places that are nowhere near that on different days. And like, oh, it's just terrifying though. It's the apocalypse.
It's scary shit. I don't want to, I don't know, whatever. If we're going to die, at least we're all dying together.
It's the Kraken.
The Kraken. Release the Kraken of the earth. An earth Kraken with rock octopus claws busting through. It's probably motherfuckers doing all that fracking or some shit. It's like erupting the fucking beast down in the earth that we don't even fucking know about.
Yeah.
Imagine the earth is actually like an egg and it's just about to crack open and this thing comes out, the flying spaghetti monster. There we go. It's happening. Look at this. Giant plane to launch people and cargo into orbit.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. They're going to like fly a plane up there and just like kind of propel them into the fucking space like
I want to go to
That's
space.
like a cool way. Instead of like rocket ships with all that fuel and shit, why not a fucking plane and a catapult? Catapult on top of the plane.
Yeah.
You know, you get up there and gone.
Slingshot to the moon.
Slingshot around the moon and back. Because the gravity would just fucking suck you back in. You're like, it's working, it's working, it's working. Oh no, we're going back in. We didn't plan for this. Like, what are they going to do when they get up there in space? Just kind of like float around. Like, oh, look, there's the Earth. Can we go back now?
Nope. It's the Earth's new way of
saying fuck
fixing
you.
the population problem. We're going to slingshot you into space, and you can float there for the rest of eternity.
This is kind of funny. Tim Hortons is defending their coffee cup use. This dude in Fredericton, New Brunswick, is taking it upon himself. Chafik Haddad he goes around and picks up coffee cups and photographs them, like where he finds them. And so they're just kind of mad that he's singling out Tim Hortons cups. Yeah. And they're just trying to say like, oh no, it's, I don't know, what did they get into saying about their marketing guy? He just starts to go into this big rant about how people love their cups. Customers come to depend on these cups as brand recognition and shit like that. He's just totally like hyping up the cup thing.
But I totally think it's like a good thing for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons sells travel mugs, and you get 10 cents off a coffee if you get your travel mug. So they'll just sell more travel mugs because people are going to see like how many cups are being left around.
Well, the reason is that Tim Hortons cups accounted for like, they were the most littered pieces of litter on the ground with Tim Hortons cups for like the last how many fucking years? In Canada. Because I guess there's no Tim Hortons in the States.
There's a few. But no.
Probably around the border they leak in a little
There's
bit.
A few.
Not
Well, there's
far.
like
they're like Irving's.
There's a Tim Hortons camp and stuff in the States too. They have Tim Hortons camp. So they're branching out to the States a bit more, but they still have like their Starbucks more so than Tim Hortons.
I don't even know what I'm clicking on here now. Living life adventurous? ? Sometimes I just paste these articles on here and I don't give a fuck. Are you living your most adventurous life at a time filled with New Year's resolutions? New Year's resolutions, man. My resolution, I had one, and it was to drink more. And I'm fucking just like everyone else. I'm not following through with my resolution. I'm not drinking more. I normally have actually a bottle of the Kraken, and it just sits down here under my desk. And then you pull that out and swig that around and put it back under the desk. But here I am, no bottle of Kraken. What's going on?
This is craziness.
You know, I shouldn't have made that my resolution.
So people should make their resolutions the things that they don't want to do.
Now that I look at this is a stupid article. Let's talk about what you're talking about.
It's opposite.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do something in the new year, just make it your resolution.
That's right.
It's reverse psychology.
It is. It's the only time of year I think that reverse psychology is really going to work 100%. Because if I would have said like, I'm going to drink less, or like, I'm going to get fat, you know, And they get really skinny and wither away to nothing, bones and shit. They're like a fucking... Got him. Oh, I can't wear these sunglasses anymore.
Yeah, mine are rocking up here.
Sorry, Kyle Gillen, but did my part. If anybody else wants to write in with some weird shit for me to wear or say or do, I'll do it for $5. There's a lot that I'll do for $5. There's a lot that I'll do for free.
Oh. Ooh la la.
I should really read these articles before I post them. Oh, yeah.
Gay marriage, a threat to humanity.
A threat to humanity.
Oh, my.
The fucking Pope said that.
Oh, did he?
The new Pope said that.
What a great guy.
He's like, the queers are fucking us over. Those butt fucking Romans there in the goddamn Vatican. They've been fucking little boys since how long, man? And they can't let other people do it. They want to keep all the gay sex for themselves. That's what's going on.
I guess.
They're like, we don't want to share this gay sex. This is for ordained fucking priests and shit. You know?
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
I actually saw a really cool picture recently, and it was of someone holding up a sign that was like, hey, look, we can quote the Bible too. And it just had a thing in it from saying that if you get married to a woman and she's not a virgin, she has to be killed. That's what it says in the Bible.
Yeah, anyone can quote any Bible passage because it's some weird shit from the first Bibles that were written.
Yeah, so it's...
And then the New Testament and then the next Testament. And each time there's a testament, it's rewritten to kind of make it fit into today's day and age. And then they take out, they're like, yeah, we don't really kill the non-virgins anymore. So
yeah, so you just like, you can't quote something from the Bible and justify something by quoting it from the Bible, but then just like, oh, but you can get married if you're not a virgin, and we won't kill you. It's okay. Like, I just want to put it in her.
Can I just get my piece of pie and go home? Fuck. The doomsday clock has been updated. Minutes to midnight. Again.
Doomsday clock.
Doomsday clock has been moved forward. We're now 5 minutes from midnight. View a live stream of the announcement and rationale here. Humanity will soon be getting an update on how close we are to catastrophic destruction as scientists and security experts decide whether to nudge the hands of the famous doomsday clock forward to midnight and doom, or back towards security and safety.
What's the doom?
The clock, in use as a symbol of imminent apocalypse since 1947, now stands at 6 minutes to midnight on Tuesday, January 10th. Obviously, it didn't happen. No. We're still alive. Just keeps happening, man. They just keep pushing that clock forward. I heard a weird theory that the apocalypse already happened. The rapture already happened. Everyone who's here, this is actually hell. That we are the doomed right now, and that all the good people have been already sent to fucking heaven. That is like a theory I heard or read about somewhere.
I could totally see that.
Oh yeah.
Because we all have our skeletons in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you that for sure.
Another weird theory I heard is that originally people's souls would like escape the earth and go off into the cosmos and everything, and because of all the pollution that we have and the way that our atmosphere is changing and shit, and the way that it, because essentially your soul is like a light being, a light energy, and it's being trapped. As it tries to escape, it's being trapped and sent back down, and therefore being reincarnated into like different shit all around.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And actually, I made that theory up.
Did you?
I did.
It's a cool theory.
Hey, thank you. I should publish it and try and get my conspiracies out there.
Yeah, stuff to think about.
Yeah.
The internet's a great thing
Oh, yeah.
for that stuff.
Yeah. A little too great, I think, because
yes.
everybody just kind of goes fucking nuts in like a minute now. It's like, did you hear about?
Did you hear
There's
about
giants. There's giants. They're back. And we're like, what? No, really? Yeah. Aliens dropped them on top of the pyramid, and they slid down, and the crack like scratched his butt crack, and like made them angry. So smash. This is pretty cool. University of California marijuana study. Pot smoking in moderation does not harm the lungs. This was a 20-year study that was done.
I read something about this as well.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
20 years of studying the lungs of smokers who are basically one joint per day.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything about they didn't have stats on like the chronic guy, like someone who's just like puff, puff, puff all day, all night, and the next day and the next morning. But hey, one joint a day, fuck, that's about what I smoke now. So,
yeah, totally.
It's pretty cool to know that I'm not going to die from it.
Yeah, well, it's really good. They said that it actually can be positive. They said they did, when they studied, they said people who smoke pot, actually their lungs have better, they can breathe better because they're so used, the way you smoke weed is you hold it in for a bit longer, so your lungs actually get more exercise.
Yeah.
So you actually have better respiratory function than you would if you didn't smoke.
I found that, and the couple times that I had quit smoking like everything, I also sing, so singing became harder from not smoking anymore for some reason. It doesn't make sense. But also, I've had asthma since I was like 3 years old. So I've had like really bad asthma attacks, and like I'll still get them once in a while. And when I get an asthma attack now, I smoke a little bit of weed, and people are like, "You're gonna smoke and you're having an asthma attack?" It's like, I'll be at the point where I'm like, I can't even like breathe in. I'm like, just like pull out the fucking pipe and like pull in a little bit, like, and then the lungs just go immediately, just as fast, if not even faster, than taking one of those inhalers.
Yeah.
The inhalers are full of steroids and shit, and then I feel like really rushed and weirded out, and then I get like this head rush, and I'm just like, and then it fades away, and I get a headache, and then my lungs eventually just go back to being tight again, and that's what an inhaler does. But if I actually smoke a joint or a little puff of weed, I don't have an asthma attack. It's just like relaxed, and then, and then that's it.
And
it's
then
done.
Weed has a little bit of like that pain relief too, so it's just like, because asthma attacks can hurt, man. I don't have asthma, but I know lots of people who have, and I've definitely had panic attacks and stuff, and it's the same sort of, a panic attack can be the same sort of thing as like an asthma attack when it comes to breathing. I've definitely not been able to breathe before. It's not fun. Another
cool thing, semi-cool thing, the DEA, after hearing, I guess, 4 months ago, the DEA released a statement that said, no, there's no medicinal value in marijuana at all. And then right after that, Harvard released fucking oodles of documentation saying, yes, there is medicinal values in it. And now, just last week, the DEA released a new statement saying, yes, there is medicinal value in marijuana. We're going to go ahead and allow pharmaceutical companies only to start extracting the medicine of it and using it in salves and creams and in other things like that. So we'll definitely see it on the market pretty soon.
That's good.
Which is pretty cool.
There already is like a few great brands that have gotten the correct licenses to do that and stuff, and like all that stuff. Hemp is so good for you. Mm-hmm. Hemp lotion and stuff. Your skin is super
hemp is one thing, but actually using a plant that has THC in it, they're actually allowed to use the THC now in medicines, which they were never allowed to do before.
Oh, so like medicated creams.
Medicated creams.
And just medicated anything.
Maybe they'll make me an inhaler.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Yeah. It kind of sucks that it's like only the pharmaceutical companies are allowed to deal with it and touch it and use it and everything. But you know what? It's a step forward. It'll be out there.
Oh yeah, in the market. Definitely.
We'll pay for it, but pay for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be cheaper too once that shit comes out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this guy for a minute. Motherfucking captain abandons his boat.
Oh my god.
As it's fucking sinking, it gets in the fucking dinghy and sails away like, fuck you guys.
Oh yeah.
And what does he say? I only left because I fell into the lifeboat when the ship listed suddenly as I was trying to help.
Oh yeah.
When a ship listed, that's navigator slang for like whoosh, the boat taking a big turn.
Yeah.
So
that's terrible.
As if he's like, whoops, I miraculously fell into the lifeboat and it sailed me safely to shore.
He got arrested, didn't he? He got
arrested and charged and fined and fired. So it's like,
as he should.
Like the captain goes down with the ship.
That's been a saying for how many friggin' years?
Sayings are sayings for a reason.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid.
Well, it's apparently a law. I didn't even know that was a law. I thought it was just like moral code, but
yeah, like moral sailor kind of code that they do.
But apparently it's a law. But I guess it makes sense. Like Totally. Maybe it's one of those laws that now might be a little bit too old-fashioned. I don't think we like have a lot of ships sinking a lot anymore or anything.
No.
So maybe it's kind of like a little bit iffy, but still, if that's like, I don't know, if I was a captain of a boat, I'd probably stay on the boat until it sinks if that was my ship.
Mm-hmm. At least be the last one off.
Yeah, like at least make sure everyone else gets off safely before you get off. Because that's what you gotta do. Is the same with like a bus driver has to do that and stuff. Like anyone.
And a woman, she gets off before I get off. That's how it goes.
Very nice. Yes, exactly. That's the way it should be.
Hot damn. What would you do with a $9.8 billion bank error? This guy in India had 490 billion rupees, an estimated $9.8 billion in US or like Canadian currency. So he just went to the bank one day and it was like, oh my God, I have $9.8 billion in my account. And what does he do? He goes into the teller and goes, I think there's a mistake. I have too much money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? And I mean, the bank said that if he tried to take it out, and none of it would have cleared anyways. But like, yeah, they're probably just covering their own ass, saying some shit like that, in case it ever happens to anyone else in the future. Again, you know, like, whoa, we almost lost $9.8 billion. Like, I would be so happy. I would have taken it out in cashier's checks and cash and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely not. No reporting that.
Well,
sorry, that's one of those times when my honesty is just. I look on the shoulder and it's a little devil Jay, like fucking do it. And I look on the shoulder and it's another little devil Jay, and he's like, yeah, fucking do it. And I'm just like, and then the angel comes, he's like, you better fucking do it. I'm tired of eating Mr. Noodles.
Oh, the Mr. Noodles! I had 2 packs last night.
Oh, I always have 2 packs.
It was delicious.
2 packs, and I throw in, because I work out, throw in a can of tuna and a little bit of hummus.
Very nice. Hummus.
Flavor country.
I just don't like tuna.
Nobody like tuna?
I don't like seafood. I don't eat anything from under the sea.
Wow, because you want to live under the sea.
Yeah.
At one. With the mermaids and shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine
I guess
eating mermaid? That'd be like half cannibalism, half awesome fish flavor.
I wonder what mermaid would taste like.
Probably kind of humany and fishy, gamey, like deer meat or something. Wild flavor. Elvis pilgrimage. This is kind of funny. Millions of Elvis people pilgrimaging to Australia. Will it open? Will it open? And then I think there's a picture of them on here. Yeah, look at them all.
Oh.
Women Elvis, guy Elvises, man and wife Elvis combos. Nothing like. Imagine like you're with your husband. And you're like fucking. How old are they? They're in their 60s. What do you want to do this weekend? Let's dress up like Elvis and go to Australia. Okay.
That's what I want to do when I'm 60.
Yep. I actually want to go to Australia right now. Yeah. So I'm thinking of saving. I'm saving. Imagination.
I'm there. I can see a kangaroo.
And I'm boxing with that motherfucker. Wait, it's a girl kangaroo, and she's wearing a tutu and lipstick. It's all right. I'll still kick her ass. This is a good one. Meteorite-infused wine.
Oh! I love wine.
I love wine, and I love meteorites. Why not put them in the wine? Oh, yeah.
Meteorito.
Meteorito wine. A brand of Cabernet Sauvignon. Is thought to be the world's first meteorite-infused wine. The cosmic fragment was submerged in the grape juice during the fermentation process. Pretty crazy. I wonder if it changed the flavor at all. Probably it's going to give people weird cancers and radiations and shit.
Tastes like space rock.
Now with more space. This bottle's empty. That's the space. Oh, good Lord. You know what?
If you went back to that, I think there was a little thing that just said, "What is wine?"
What is wine? What is wine?
What is wine? What is
wine? What is in wine?
Oh.
Wine is mostly comprised of water, but it is also a complex mixture of acids, sugar, alcohol, polyphenols, and other components.
Oh.
And other. Like the booze and the flavor. It's actually just all booze and flavor.
Grapes.
Big fan of wine. Big fan of wine.
The wine.
It's been recently, though, I didn't always like wine. I kind of like hated it. I'm a big fan of red wine.
Red wine, yes. Red wine is delicious. I never was really big on wine either, and then I started dating my boyfriend, and he opened the wine door for me as well. And my mom is allergic to red wine, so she never drank it, and I always tried white wines. And I wasn't super big on them, but oh man, red wine, life juice.
I think I'm going to skip some of these other articles because it's getting kind of late. And we should probably wrap this up pretty soon.
Sure thing.
Did you have anyone you wanted to do a cosmic call to? Any companies out there? Any businesses? No?
All I can think of that would be open right now.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious to call my work, but I wouldn't do that to them.
I would. Just give me their name and number. I'll do it next episode. Who the fuck are these fuckers? Work, eh? Is that their name? Work. W-O-R-K? Spelled with a K? Not a C? Nah, you fucking piece of shit. I like to do a segment called The Truth. Okay. The truth is that I smoke marijuana to stop asthma attacks. It works. The truth is the Canadian government is trading citizens with a social insurance number on the New York Stock Exchange as a commodity and making money off of our simple existence. The truth is, this is why we're patched up at hospitals and kept just barely alive. This is why healthcare doesn't really need to keep you alive for very long, just long enough for you to make some babies, new products. And this is why they are against gay rights that might dwindle our population down. The truth is, you can cash in your social insurance number and get roughly $1 million for what you are worth, but you won't be because you're too caught up in all of the distractions around you. The truth is that absolutely everything is a distraction from our true paths. Also, if you cash that shit in, you no longer have a social insurance number or health care or any rights to vote or any right to even be anywhere. You're completely emancipated from state. It's called free man on the land. And a lot of people are doing this, dropping out completely of the system. I mean, once I learned that they're like trading us on fucking as a stock, like we're like a piece of product to them that they have to just keep running for a little bit longer until we can make some new product.
That's ridiculous.
It's fucked up, man. Like, and all the companies are doing this, and the ones who aren't doing it are the ones that don't have any fucking give a fuck about their country, and they're just killing everybody and shit. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know about that.
The fact that like all they gotta do is just keep us alive a little bit longer, just stretch that shit out. It doesn't matter like how well you're kept alive, or if you're in a prison, or where the fuck you are. You just gotta be here in the fucking country. And hence all the new jails that we're building. Ooh. And they're talking about how the jails are going to be so overflooded that we're going to have to build basically double jails now. So they're going, oh, this is great for infrastructure and it's good for business and everything. And no.
Jails are a waste of money in the first place.
Yeah, and then they're saying, well, we're going to need to hire more guards, and then we're going to have because of all the new laws and things that are coming into play where they're going to start arresting everybody for everything, like fucking everything. They're saying there's going to be more paroles going on, so they need more parole boards. But then they're saying like we're going to have like all these criminals now roaming the streets. So now they're just calling regular citizens criminals who are on parole roaming the streets, and they're going, now we need more police officers to police those people because we can't just have all these criminals walking around. So basically it's turning into like a weird police state kind of thing where we're just going to have like a few like really fucking goody two-shoe kind of people who like, oh, I go to work and I'm scared for my fucking life.
Yes, I'm just going
and then
to...
a whole bunch of fucking cops everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting weird, man. And that's kind of why I want to go to Australia.
That's why I'm going under the ocean. No, I definitely would be interested in going to like Australia or New Zealand. New Zealand is also a very beautiful place.
I have friends all over Europe that I need to go and visit with and hang out with.
I really want to go to Belgium.
Belgium
looks awesome.
You just want the chocolate, don't you?
Oh, I want the party.
The party.
I want the party.
I want Ibiza for the party.
Oh, yes. Oh, also, it's more expensive to fly to Ibiza than it is to fly to Australia.
Yeah. You know what? No. Australia, I've been looking at the flights. About $2,000 one way.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
They must have raised them since the last time I checked.
The cheapest flight I could find right now is maybe like $700 to London, England, and then another $700 from there to Australia. So like $1,400. Yeah, or just direct from here to Halifax right over to Australia.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's not going to take too long to save up money to do that kind of
not.
thing. No, fuck no. Be a crazy adventure. I know a girl in Australia who's a hip-hop DJ.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, we're thinking about rocking some shows over there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so like make some money, you know?
Do it.
Travel around.
That's what you gotta
Get
do.
bitten by a fucking poisonous snake. Yeah. I had a dream last night that I was actually in Australia. I had been there for a long time. And my friends came, like friends from Halifax were there. And they were like walking around like, someone was like, look at the pretty snake. And they went to like pick it up. And I was like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. Like, and I started explaining, I'm like, see the yellow and black stripes? It's like a danger sign, right? Yeah, this is nature's danger sign. Don't touch the pretty ones. They're pretty for a reason. See the ugly brown one? That one's okay.
That's a nice one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, bitch about it. There are no friggin' jobs in this city. But
Yes.
there are sometimes.
Sometimes.
If you
very
smile
rare.
and dress up nice, they might hire
I
you.
lucked into mine, like, hardcore. I've lucked into all of my jobs. It's hard to find a job in this city,
yeah.
especially if you don't have a high school.
It's who you know and not even what you know anymore.
No.
Which is
not
like
even.
fucking weird shit ever.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh,
about.
yeah. I don't know. I work as a cook in a kitchen now, but before I like was a full-time baker. I was like this bakery's like main baker, and I had never baked a day in my life.
What?
I used to bake when I was a kid with my grandmother, but like they hired me as their full-time baker, and I baked like it was a manufacturing bakery. I baked like hundreds of loaves of bread a day.
Holy shit.
And they were sold in like Sobeys and everything. Mary's Bread Basket. It's a great little bakery. But I had no experience at all, and I somehow got this like baker job.
Fuck.
It was awesome. I loved it. I love baking. It made me fall in love with it. And it was really awesome to be able to get that opportunity. But I was just so surprised. I applied for like a counterperson job. They're like, would you be interested in baking? And I was like, sure. I baked
like,
with my nanny when I was a little girl. Like,
it's almost like the communism in China. New baby comes out and they look at it, they're like, Olympic swimmer. New baby comes out, they're like, engineer, plumber. Stamp your fucking bottom of the barcode. Throw you down a little chute. You get in there, just like, hi, I'd like a job to like janitor. Down the chute. You're like, but I don't know how to. Baker, I don't know how. I think this show is fucking over. We're getting crazy here.
yeah.
We're getting done.
Totally.
This show has been brought to you by wickedbad.net, home of the illest, and the Dogfuckers Local 613.
Ow, ow.
Oh, fuck that dog. Waste some time. Did you want to throw out any plugs? Email addresses, websites, anything? Shows coming up, something quick?
www.modelmayhem.com/Kyla Nicolle. I can totally give you some other links and stuff. I have some written down. I can totally just give you, and you can put on the website if you want.
Can do that for you.
But other than that, no, not really. Just Kyla Nicolle. Look for me around. Be sure to. I'm probably gonna be in May when my comic book comes out. There's gonna be a signing at Strange Adventures, so
Okay.
come check me out. Get a signed copy of my comic book. May 2012.
2012. All right, we'll get all that info here when we're done. Well, thank you for being on the show.
No problem.
It's been awesome.
It's a pleasure.
I'll have you back someday when you're super famous.
Oh,
And when I'm super famous.
hopefully.
Famouser.
Famous.
More famouser.
I got called Halifamous for the first time this weekend.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
I love the name Halifamous. That's pretty cool.
Halifamous.
Pretty cool.
I feel so special.
You know what? Halifax has the potential to really be the California that we say it is, you know?
Oh, totally.
It has the potential, but like everybody wants to get the fuck out of here. Everyone, as soon as someone like is like little bit of stardust in their eyes, like, oh, I'm out of here, fuck you, fuck the little guy.
Yeah.
And they're out. But, you know, if we all like had the same mentality to kind of stick around and take all that crazy Hollywood money that they'd be making and reinvesting it into shit here, then, you know, it would grow and we would become our own little entity.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of really good stuff happening in Halifax recently. Lots of films are starting to come out of Halifax more and more. Lots of great TV shows. Lots of great stuff in the fashion world as well. Like, there's lots of stuff coming from Halifax. Halifax is starting to get bigger in the world. Mm-hmm. It's just going to take some time.
A little bit more time. I think the thing is that nobody really wants to be the one to have to start some new shit. No one wants to be the one to put in all that hard work and really be a pioneer and do all that. Whereas, like, they look to, like, well, it's already been done in Hollywood. I can just move there, you know, and not have to do anything. Sit on my big pile of money and sleep on it. Good night, everyone.